the biggest lie about success. If you don't know who I am, I'm Nate, and I'm a life coach. This video is brought to you by me, so make sure that you're picking up all the free stuff that I give away, right? I give away my affirmations for free. I give away my health and fitness guide for free. So make sure you pick those up. Those are free. Those can actually improve your life and improve your situation, right? For free, right? And if you read those and need more help than that, make sure you hit me up in the DM and we'll get you started with life coaching. Let's begin. So, the biggest lie about success is that success is luck, right? And I know you've all heard these sayings like, it must be nice, right? When my life is always a weekend, right? Or, oh, you're walking the beach every day. Oh, you live at the coast. That must be nice. You know, everything is by design, right? But it actually boils down to your mindset, your skill set, and your habits, right? I didn't know how to make a t-shirt when I started my t-shirt company, Ensorsale, right? I didn't know how to start a business, right? I didn't know how to open an LLC. I didn't know how to do taxes, right? For the business, right? Never done it before. When I started investing, I didn't know how to invest. I didn't know how to trade a stock, right? But my mindset said that I am able to learn how to do this, right? And to be successful at it, right? So when I learned how to make a t-shirt, it became part of my skill set. So I improved my skill set by learning something, by learning the skill. If you don't know how to do something that you need to be able to do to get to where you want to be successfully, then you have to learn the skill, right? Now, and I learned the skill set using my habits, right? My habit of reading about the skill that I'm trying to learn for at least 10 minutes a day, or watching an instructional video, right? A lot of stuff I learned about t-shirts I watched from instructional videos, right? But I had no idea about different fabrics. I had no idea about different inks. I had no idea about different ways of making the t-shirts. You know, and obviously, you know, most people were sending you to China for all that stuff anyway. Well, now with the tariffs, that's screwing people that are taking their stuff from China. I'm not taking my stuff from China. My stuff is made here, right here in the US, right? So that being said, that's all part of my skill set now, right? I don't have to go look and find out how to do stuff anymore, right? With that business, right? Same thing with trading stocks, right? So the difference between successful people and not successful people is investing in your mindset, investing in your skill set, and investing in your habits, right? So that being said, start with your mindset. I give away affirmations for free in the description below. Go pick those up. They're absolutely free. I don't even take your name for them because they're so important, right? So important for you to have affirmations and read your affirmations every day and change your mindset, because the world has indoctrinated you to think a certain way, right? About everything, right? And you can go through everything you believe and take it to the extreme and realize that what you believe is false, right? So the fact that you think that success is luck, will take it to the extreme, right? Was it luck, right? You know, had the Hawk Tuah girl been sarcastic her whole life, practicing that her whole life, and just happened to, run up on somebody that had followers with her sarcasm and became popular, became an overnight success when she was sarcastic her whole life, right? Was it luck? You be the judge. I don't think so. I think she had been practicing her sarcasm her whole life, and it just happened to go her way. And now, what is she doing with that success, right? That's part of the mindset part. So go get your affirmations. Anyway, so the key to this, you want to be successful. You want whatever success means to you, right? So there's people that, I have a house, I have 2 nice cars, and my kids go to school and are good at school, and that's their success, right? And they have 2 well-paying jobs, and that's their success. And, they get all the accolades from work and all that kind of stuff. Well, that's not my definition of success, right? Don't get me wrong. That's definitely nice middle class, but that's not the definition of success to me. The definition of success to me is to never have to work again if I don't want to, right? To be able to go and actually fight the causes that you want to fight without fear of repercussions, right? And, that's what financial freedom means to me, right? So imagine you actually want to fight cancer. Well, imagine if you could sit around all day, 8 hours a day, and study and read and figure out everything they're trying right now and figure out what actually could work, right? Imagine if you could do that. That's financial freedom, to be able to do that, right? You come up with an action plan to get to that point, right? Whatever success means to you. When I was walking to a beat shop, success to me was just getting a different job, right? That paid more money so that I could eat, right? At one time, success to me was just passing a test, so that I could keep a job, right? Having certain certifications so I could keep a job, right? Whatever success for you is at that time, right? You say, usually when you figure out food, shelter, and how, food, shelter, and safety, once those 3 are met, then you can start thinking about what real success would look like, right? Where you can actually breathe and go above water and all that kind of stuff, right? So depends on where you're at when you start to what your action plan is going to say, right? But the way you become successful is investing in your mindset, investing in your skill set, and investing in your habits, right? And then whatever you make off of that, you invest into others, right? What I call investing into others. And that's investing in the stock market and real estate, that kind of thing, right? Because that's real, when you get real success, right? My definition of real success, when you're financially free because you've invested what you've made into other things, right? And you don't have to work anymore at all, right? That's financial freedom to me. But the successful don't just get lucky, right? They have an action plan and they do that action plan, which is their habits, every day. So every day I wake up early. Today I was up at 4 o'clock in the morning, right? So then you read every day, 10 minutes a day. If you read 10 minutes a day, you're going to be ahead of 90% of people, right? And this doesn't mean scrolling the internet, scrolling social media, scrolling Twitter, reading the news. This is reading to learn, right? Reading to learn a skill, right? And in just a few minutes, I'm going to be heading out to the gym to work on my health, right? Those 3 habits right there, waking up early. So I'm waking up early so I can do this video, right? So I can help other people, right? Waking up early, I read for the skill that I need today, right? So I read to get this video where I have information, right? So I can help people, right? Because that is one of my goals, right? One of my visions of success is to help others, right? Because what's the point of being at the top of the mountain by yourself, just so you die on Mount Everest, right? You know what I'm saying? You got to be up there with good people, right? So if you want to come up here with me, make sure you hit me up in that DM, get life coaching, let's get you started, right? And then everything else is habits, right? What's, mindset, skill set, habits. That's what I'm going to do every day, right? I'm going to have my action plan, and then eventually today I'm going to look at stocks, right? I'm going to look at the stocks I'm going to trade, and I'm going to trade. And I'm going to, make my salary in the stock market every year. In future years, I'm going to double, triple, and quadruple my salary in the stock market every year, right? Because I learned that skill set. And I have habits on that skill set, and it's part of my action plan every day, right? But that's how you become financially free. That's how you become successful. You become successful with your mindset, your skill set, and your habits, right? And if you are completely lost, completely confused, you don't know where to go, or you got it all figured out and you just need a little boost, you need a little help, hit me up in the DM, follow me on Instagram, follow me here, subscribe to this channel, and let's teach you, right? Let's get you started. Let's get you ready. Let's get you on track. Pick up the free stuff, right? Check that out first, If you like the free stuff and want to get it all set up, let's get you done with life coaching. Let's get you on the plan, right? Success is not luck. You making that decision to DM me today is not luck, right? So let's get you signed up. Make sure you shop at Ensorsale.com. Pick you up a cool inspirational t-shirt today. Use code FitfutureMD for 20% off. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, share the video with somebody that needs it. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.